rising prices, the abandonment and rollback of exclusive game development, and the halt of console marketing in certain markets, the Xbox platform has undergone profound changes that have sparked significant debate about its future, with some viewing these shifts as early indicators of a gradual decline in its share of the video game market. Recently, Microsoft announced a 50% increase in the price of Game Pass Ultimate, raising it from around $20 to $30 per month. This increase triggered a widespread controversy among players in the tech community. For many, this was the straw that broke the camel's back. Game Pass is the backbone and foundation of the Xbox ecosystem. Many users enter the Xbox ecosystem solely because of Game Pass, which built its reputation as the best value-for-money service in gaming. At $30 per month, or $360 annually, Game Pass arguably loses that distinction, leading to waves of criticism and calls to cancel subscriptions. From Microsoft's perspective, the company indirectly attributes the price hike to inflation and current political and economic conditions in the United States. It frames the increase as an opportunity to improve the service, citing rising electricity costs, server infrastructure, wages, network and digital distribution services, maintenance, licensing fees for games added to various Game Pass catalogs, and the operational budgets of Xbox subsidiaries. While these justifications may appear reasonable at first glance, critics argue that corporate greed also plays a role. Xbox alone reportedly generated a record $23 billion in revenue from the start of 2025 through July 2025, including $5 billion from Game Pass subscriptions alone, according to Microsoft's CEO. This suggests that Game Pass is a profitable product for Microsoft, raising questions about whether there are undisclosed internal or strategic marketing factors driving the increase. The price hike did not affect players alone. Microsoft also raised the price of the Xbox Development Kit by 33%, from $1,500 to $2,000. This unit is used by developers to build and test games before releasing them on the Xbox Store and through other distribution channels. In January 2022, Microsoft announced its intention to acquire Activision Blizzard in an all-cash deal valued at $70 billion, making it the largest transaction in video game history. The deal was officially approved and closed on October 13, 2023, after overcoming multiple regulatory and legal hurdles. In the United States, for example, the Federal Trade Commission, FTC, filed a lawsuit to block the acquisition over competition concerns, particularly the potential exclusivity of major franchises like Call of Duty. Given that Call of Duty is one of the best-selling games annually, making it exclusive to Xbox could have significantly harmed competitors such as Sony, which earns roughly 30% from each game sale on its platform. Amid this legal dispute, Microsoft reached an agreement with the FTC, committing to honor Activision's existing contractual obligations toward competitors and pledging not to pursue full exclusivity. It also committed to keeping major titles available on rival platforms. As a result, this historic acquisition became one of the factors that pushed Xbox to release games once considered exclusive pillars of its ecosystem, such as Forza Horizon and more recently Halo, on competing platforms. This raises an obvious question: why buy an Xbox console if its exclusives are available elsewhere? Consumers buy the Switch 2 for its exclusives. They buy the PS5 for its exclusives. Some analysts therefore conclude that the agreement Microsoft made with the FTC, which involved significant concessions, may have directly contributed to Xbox's transition from an exclusive first publisher to effectively a third-party publisher across multiple platforms. Starting in late 2024, Microsoft began canceling marketing campaigns and withdrawing support and warranties for Xbox consoles in certain European and South American markets. For example, it reportedly ceased selling Xbox consoles entirely in Brazil and Chile, focusing instead on PC Game Pass and its cloud service, xCloud. From an economic standpoint, this may appear rational. With declining Xbox console sales, one might expect ample availability in stores. However, Microsoft seemingly reduced console shipments to several European countries due to weak demand, as oversupply would generate financial losses. Sales figures for Xbox consoles, particularly in Europe, have not been strong. According to the latest statistics from VG Charts, approximately 41,956 Xbox Series X and S units were sold in Europe in September 2025. Although PS5 sales also declined, Sony reportedly sold more than 488,000 units during the same month. Some observers argue that the current generation is the weakest in Xbox's history in terms of market share compared to Nintendo and Sony. This has led Microsoft to prioritize services once considered secondary, chief among them cloud gaming. Xbox Cloud Gaming, tied to Game Pass subscriptions, allows players to stream Xbox games over the internet without downloading them or owning a physical console. The service supports multiple devices, including smartphones, PCs, and smart TVs. Recently, it added the ability to stream games users already own, not just those available in the Game Pass catalog. In theory, the ability to play anywhere on any device without downloads or updates is highly appealing. In practice, however, xCloud continues to struggle with intermittent server-related technical issues. There are also concerns about digital ownership and intellectual property. Digital products can be revoked at any time, unlike physical media that users truly own. As a result, cloud gaming cannot yet be relied upon as a primary alternative to traditional Xbox consoles. Some analysts view Microsoft's increasing focus on cloud gaming at the expense of traditional hardware as a tacit surrender in the console wars, a recognition of market realities. Others even predict Microsoft's eventual exit from the console hardware competition, a claim Xbox has denied. What seems increasingly certain, however, is that the next generation of Xbox hardware will not resemble previous generations, and it may not be accessible to everyone.